So today we're going to do shocks on the Jimny, I think. It's a 1990 Suzuki Jimny, JA11. And it's always nice that they sprayed the entire bottom of this black, so you can't tell what's original and what's not, but it looks pretty clean under here. Ooh, it's hot outside. So it looks pretty simple and basic to get these shocks off. It is definitely, you can rock this thing back and forth pretty easy and it keeps on rocking. And when you drive it, if you turn too sharp, the back tire comes off the ground. So, but there it is. I'm not going to do a long video of me removing every single bolt off of this thing. And you're not going to see me because I didn't do my hair for you today. So, pretty basic though, pretty simple. The shocks I bought are Suzuki Samurai shocks. I think 88 to 95 is the same. 32207 and 31029. It looks like the okay, so those are rears. So your 32207s are going to be your rears. Let's see. Let's make sure these have a male end on top, and they do. So your 31029s are going to be your fronts. So I'm going to put them on, and we'll see if she's still rocking. So on the front of the Jimny, due to it having aftermarket extended shackles, maybe 2-inch or 3-inch shackles, they had installed Monroe 5818 STs on it, which are longer and more heavy duty. Part number fits Corvettes, Toyota Crowns overseas, and 66 Nova in the rear. But someone had installed them on the Jimny because they're longer, which would work well, except these are completely shot. The factory length are the Samurais in the blue. And apparently that nut hadn't been off in some time, so we just cut it off with the 3-inch cutoff tool, which I'm going to have to do with the other side also. This is the installed shock. Everything went on fine. It's fine in there. The other side is still on, and the nut will not budge, come off, nothing. So I'm going to cut that one off also. So on the rears, they've been replaced before too, apparently because of the lift shackles in the back. They went with Monroe 31000 on the rear, and those fit 50s model Chevrolet and Pontiacs. They also fit Suzuki Carries, and looks like some Toyota pickup trucks. They came off nice and easy. I soaked them with PV Blaster the night before. It was also nice to see whoever the prior owner was had done brake work, and this one has a new wheel cylinder in the back. I didn't check the front discs. I haven't had the wheels off this thing yet, but I'm going to do all the fluid changes later. I just needed something to keep this thing from rocking like a boat back and forth in the water. So the shocks are all on. There is no up travel on the front. So if you have lift shackles, these will not work for your application. Now, I'm going to leave them on only because I'm going to use it just for driving into town and stuff and running errands. But if you were going to go off-roading, they wouldn't work for you. On the back, you have about 1.5 to 2 inches of down travel, or opposite. So you have limited travel in the back also. These are almost maxed out lengthwise. So I will be replacing this when I do my spring lift. But for now, I'm going to leave them on and not return them because they'll work for what I'm going to be using it for temporarily. And then I'll just sell these when I put the 3-inch suspension lift on. Now for tools for installing the shocks on your Samurai or Jimny, PB Blaster, I use an impact to take the bolts off, not to put them on. On the front, you're going to use a 14 millimeter for your top nut, and I used a 1/4 inch wrench to hold on to the small, to the top of the shock to keep it from spinning, keep the piston rod from spinning. And then on the back, and on your main lower bolts also are going to be 17 millimeter. And then if you need a hammer to knock the shock off the end because it's stuck on like mine were. And then your emergency tools for when things aren't going your way is going to be your cutoff tool and a set of vice grips. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and also for finding out that stock height shocks will not really work that well with a shackle lift. So we'll be changing these out, but they will work for the short term, and they were cheap. So have a good day.